I looked at this article carried in the newspaper, and the headline is, Mark labels Kangaloo yes woman and puppet. This Mark here is Senator Wade Mark, and I'll come back to him a little later. Except that this time I must start my presentation by referring to what this Mark, who is no ordinary person, he is the leader of the opposition in our Senate, the place where Mrs. Kangaloo sits. And he describes the selection by the government of Mrs. Christine Kangaloo in the following way. Not only, and I'm quoting him here, not only is our Constitution under attack and assault, our very democratic rights, our very democracy, rights and freedoms, and our ability to uphold free and fair elections in our nation, all of these matters are in danger. Now, that is a statement coming from a leader in the Senate who took part in the meeting that we had here in this building, where 3 members of the government sat down with 3 senior members of the opposition in a civilized way. And from this podium, I did tell you that we had a very cordial meeting, and once or twice we even had to laugh at ourselves or others in there. The bottom line is that there are people in this country who set out deliberately to mislead the population, and I will go as far as to say to incite the population. Because when you are told that an action of the government drives at the heart of the Constitution and brings the country under attack and assault, and democracy and our Bill of Rights, our group of rights, and our freedoms, and even our elections, our free and fair elections, our ability to conduct these elections, now threatened. This is fearmongering of the worst kind, and it's purely for one purpose: to cause the population to be incited against the actions of the government. And I take you to page 29, paragraph 24, very early in the series of clauses in the laws of this country, the fundamentals, the Constitution. Section 24, chapter 3, which is headed The President. Section 24 says, and I quote, for the benefit of John public who have been exposed to the deliberate incitement and misinformation from people who want a certain outcome and a certain condition to prevail in this country. And it says, quote, where a member of the Senate or the House of Representatives is elected as president, his seat in the Senate or the House of Representatives, respectively, shall thereupon become vacant. I want to repeat that for the public who has been fed all the horse manure coming down from the UNC and those others who talk about the Constitution, because they are rooting their argument against the government's actions in unconstitutionality. This is what the Constitution says for all of us. Where a member of the Senate or the House of Representatives is elected as president, his seat in the Senate or House of Representatives, respectively, shall thereupon become vacant. This means, in simple English, that the framers of this Constitution, the Constitution which I swear to uphold before I can enter into this office as Prime Minister, is that it is anticipated and it makes provision for a member of the House or the Senate to be considered to qualify to be elected and to be voted into office as president in this country, written in the Constitution. And it says, when that happens, the person who is incumbent in those positions, any of those positions, must immediately give up that position in the Parliament. It says, shall thereupon, meaning, as it happens, this is what should follow. They automatically have to get out, the position becomes vacant. That is the law.